Hi everybody! Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video today. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Jen Reed. It's Jen with 2 N's, Reed with 2 E's. And I'll tell you real quick a little bit about me and why I'm here today. And where I am here right now today is on my back deck, which is one of my absolute favorite places to be. I love being outside in nature. It's always very quiet and peaceful out here. So this is where I like to come when things get crazy and I need to like recenter and maybe meditate a little bit or just refocus. This is my favorite place, and you can't see it, but my 6-year-old yellow lab is crashed out next to me here, so he likes it too. But I wanted to come over here today and tell you a little bit about something that I saw today that inspired me. I'm always looking for things that inspire me. I think it's super important to focus on personal development, whether you're listening to a podcast or you're reading a book or you're watching a video or you're doing something that just puts a little bit of fire and emotion and inspiration in your soul, you know, that gets you going. I need that every day. I think everybody needs that every day, but there's a lot of days where I wake up and I'm like, oh, ho-hum, maybe I'll just pull the covers over my head and just have, you know, some tea and ice cream and watch movies. And usually it just takes me listening to something good that gets me fired up, and boom, I'm out the door and I'm running. So anyway, I was watching something today, and there was a gentleman who was an expert in his industry being interviewed by Larry King, actually. And Larry King was talking to him about sales and the sales process and saying, you know, what do you think it is that makes a good salesperson? You know, the person he was interviewing said, yeah, first of all, back up. You know, you're kind of expecting like, oh, you need to be really good at the close, and oh, you need to be really good at following up, and the fortunes in the follow-up, or you know, you've got to have a constant lead source. And what he said was, I think the secret to being good at sales and being a good salesperson is communication and continuing conversations. And I thought that was really interesting. You know, it's, first of all, the art of communication is an art that is being lost, I think, in a lot of ways. But it's so important when you are in any business, not just sales, because really, let's face it, we all are salespeople. We're all selling something, whether it's ourselves or our ideas or our products or our widgets or whatever it is. And that whole concept of just continuing a conversation which helps to develop relationships with people is so critical. And I'd like to take it one step further, because I think it's also important not just to continue conversations until the sale is made, but to also continue communication with those people that are now your customers or now your clients. You know, those customers are the backbones of our business. And I find too often that people will gain a customer, gain a client, and then they think that's it. They can turn the page and move on to that next person. And it's so important for us to love on those customers and love on those clients and make them feel special. And they are what is making your business move along, and they are the lifeblood of your business. So my tip for today just comes down to those couple things. You know, continue communication all the time in the sales process. A no doesn't mean no forever. It could just mean no for now. It could just mean I need a little bit more information. Continue that conversation. Once your customers are on board, continue to treat them like royalty. They are. Continue to love on them as much as you can. That leads to happy customers. That leads to referrals. And that leads to good business sense. So that's my tip for today. I hope you guys have a great one. Take care.